play your way out of being on Hard Knocks off-season.
Learn Chinese, buddy. Konnichiwa.
It's a me.
Now they make the playoffs next year with Sanders as their quarterback.
Steph Curry walked so Caitlin Clark could run.
The cup should go back to Canada where it belongs this next go-round.
I like to suck on him a little bit first. All this all.
Where was Nick Bosa on January 6th?
Hey, everybody, what is going on? It is Tuesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. Still no Greg. My man's out here just getting all the paper. But Mookie's here with me. Mookie, how you feeling tonight, man?
Cold. Had a long time to come up with something better than that, and this is what we got. So
what a terrible weekend, dude. For anybody that's in most of the United States, it has been cold, it has been snowy, it has sucked. I dug out so many times this weekend. We got like 12, 13 inches in my neighborhood.
We're gonna talk about that. There is an art to knowing when to shovel.
Buddy, when there's 13 inches, I'm gonna shovel in every couple of inches. Pause.
I mean, that's true. That's how you roll. You can only handle a couple inches at a time.
That's true.
So
I can only take a couple inches at a time. Pause. It was.
See, I'd rather just take all 13 inches in one go. Let's go, man.
Pause.
Yeah, knock it out once. Get it done.
No, that sounds absolutely terrible. It was a horrible weekend. I hated it. Just the weekend in general was just bad. Just a bad weekend. I didn't care for any of the football games that were on. National news had me feeling down. It was just a bad weekend, man. Just a bummer of a weekend. I'm glad it's Tuesday. I'm glad we get to drink some beers and kind of chill out. How was your sports weekend, Mook? Did you how'd your Arsenal do?
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about, but any weekend where you're snowed in, that's a good weekend, man. You just got to embrace it. You got to plan for it a little bit, have all the right snacks, and just accept where you're at and enjoy it. Like I was thinking about it. It's kind of the Midwest's equivalent of the hurricane parties people down south will have. At a certain point, you just got to grit up and take it, you know? All 13 inches.
The chat finally caught up. It just all of a sudden populated. People were commenting.
Okay, so it wasn't just me because I'm like looking over at
nothing was showing through. Jesse hit us with the phrasing. Are we still doing phrasing? Tyson saying, "Fix your lighting, dude. You look like a prisoner of war who hasn't seen the sun in months." I think that's for you, not for me. Bar pointing out worst Super Bowl in a very, very long time. It really is one that I am not looking forward to. Sarah is in puzzle hell, Mookie. Puzzle hell.
See, there you go. Another great use of the snowed-in weekend.
Puzzle
Get
hell.
your puzzle on.
No, that's awful. Not hell, not puzzle hell. And then Gabe pointing out that Xavier lost the Patino Bowl. So just a crappy weekend, man. Just
after being up by 16 in the second half on top of everything.
Dick Patino.
Whatever, man. Like, who cares? It's fine. We got 13 inches of snow. What more could you ask for in life?
Not 13 inches of snow. I would like the opposite of 13 inches of snow. I would like sunny weather, and I'd rather be golfing.
It was sunny. It's been sunny. You could golf in this. You just gotta, pull your big boy pants on and do it.
We got a hell
of
a show. We got a hell of a show coming up for you guys tonight. I feel bad because I misread Scott's text message and I thought he was on the show tonight. So I was all excited, and our
Scott's not been on for a while, but Greg should show up at some point tonight, right?
Good point. I thought Greg was going to be on, and Greg is still working. So he will be back next week, confirmed. Greg will be back in the house. But we got a great show tonight. We got to talk about Mike Vrabel and his sacrifice that must be made to the football gods. I don't know if you remember this from a few years back, Mook, but Mike Vrabel said something on a podcast that is coming back to haunt him this week. So we'll get into that.
He's going to cut his nut off or something, right?
Spoiler alert. Sam Darnold is making history, Mook, or has made history and continues to make history. We'll get into that. The Pro Bowl is a complete farce. If you didn't know it before, you should know it now. Also, we got some NFL coaching hires, sip, chug, drainpours, some college football playoff news. We're going to talk MLB The Show and their BS tactics that they did for their cover athlete. There's just dumb bets that people have made and put out onto the internet that they now have to pay up on. So as we get through this, there's going to be dumb bets throughout in multiple different sports. At the end of the show, we will do a sip, chug, drain, pour on these dumb bets that people have made on the internet, and which one is the dumbest of all. Before we get to all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we're drinking. Mook, what is in your cup tonight? As always, rated on Caesar scale, dog or no dog?
Dude, it's great shit.
I have no idea what you just said. You went through a tunnel there.
I went through a tunnel.
There you go.
We might be having StreamYard problems because we're at least like 8 comments behind in the live feed. Not showing up here anywhere on StreamYard, and we're missing gold, man. There's gold mine in
Go ahead,
chat.
Turn the comments off and see.
I tried. They didn't seem to change it. I think it's just straight up on the StreamYard side, which is unfortunate because Gabe's commenting on his beer, a Devil on IPA, Greenbrier Valley Brewing Company, 6.9% ABV, a dog, Biscuit saying he still had to work yesterday and today. Wright Patterson Air Force Base is clues, but my movie theater was open. Matt Barr chiming in saying dry January has been the longest year of his life. Still holding strong though. Water, dog like always. Oh, and Dan just lost his whole internet connection. So yeah, look, you were trying to get all like it's been a terrible, shitty weekend. Let's just say it's terrible, shitty, ... and we'll figure out when that sentence actually ends. Because this is some shit, man.
I'm going to need you to be in charge of the comments because if they're not showing through and we can't put them up on
rough.
screen, you're going to have to be the one to read the comments. You're going to have to pop in and let me know. Thank you for giving us an update on the chat's beers and what everybody's drinking. What do you got in your
I was able to stall long enough to crack it open and pour. I was really drinking this for Greg because I thought, this was kind of, in his homage, if you will, because I got a watermelon beet sour over here today.
Oh,
and well, it's not a cat, it's a dog, but yeah. It more belongs in the weather you would prefer, something hot, sunny, or sweaty. It would be really crisp and refreshing there, but right now it just is thin and it tastes a little too much like beet.
Watermelon beet?
Yeah.
That's a hard pass for me, bro.
It's subtle. It's a very subtle beet and watermelon flavor, but I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I would have rather had a stout right now.
That's damn right you would. Because you know why? It's always stout season, Mook. It's always stout season.
Oh, look at that! All the comments just caught up in time for Gabe to say why Greg, Mookie? Well, because you guys know Greg likes sours.
Which one of you deserves it? Hold on, I don't know which one of you deserves it, whether it's you or Gabe, but one of you deserves it.
Race card.
Gabe deserves it. I get this. Because Gabe fell right into my trap, sucker. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to get him with this one. No, but seriously, it's because it's a sour. The watermelon beet is just, it's just a little tease out there. It's fine.
Watermelon sour I'm on board with, but you throw a beet flavor in there, hard pass, man. You didn't mention that the good Dan is drinking a Mountain Dew Code Red 44 ounce.
I was trying to catch up to it, yeah.
200 milligrams of caffeine. He says it's a dog. Dude, okay. All right, listen. Let's do a quick sip, chug, drain, pour here. Original Mountain Dew Code Red, Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I know there's other flavors, but those three are always tops in my book. So Baja Blast, Code Red, and Original Mountain Dew. Go. Don't try to stall this.
Sacrilegious here, so I'm gonna pour drain OG Mountain Dew because someone had to go, so I'm gonna pour drain that one. I'm gonna chug Baja Blast and sip Code Red purely because of accessibility and availability. Code Red has become very rare these days, whereas you can always get that Baja Blast, which I love, but Code Red becoming scarce makes it feel a little bit more special.
I love Code Red. When I drank pop, that was my go-to. I would drink a ton of those. So I'm right there with you, lockstep with you, the exact same sip, chug, drain, pour. And for mainly the same reasons, only because I can go down to Speedway and get a Code Red, but I didn't have to wait in the drive-thru at Taco Bell to get that Baja Blast. You know what I mean? Like, if I could get the Baja Blast in Speedway, I'd be going to get kind of bumps it up a little bit. But until then,
so you're going the other way with it then.
No, I'm saying the exact same thing. I'm sipping Code Red because I can get it more often. Baja Blast, I'm chugging because it's only at a certain spot.
See that? I went the opposite way. I can't find Code Red.
That's
I don't.
Neighborhood. You need to move.
Apparently,
because it's plentiful in the wood. We got lots of Code Red around.
We did have some people chiming in here in the chat. Gabe saying sip Code Red, chug OG, pour drain, Baja Blast. Wrong. Biscuit saying sip OG, chug red, pour drain, Baja, trash. What? Oh. Sarah asking the important question: do they have Code Red at the Wawa? Greg, let us know. And then Sarah said she is drinking a Ragin Bitch IPA, 8.3% to help her cope with the puzzle hell. So
Ragin Bitch is a great beer. Also, it took me far too long the first time I ever had that to realize that the dog's vagina was predominantly displayed on the can, or the bottom. I was like I was like halfway through, and I was like, "That's the dog vagina looking me right in the face."
Sarah, we're gonna need that picture in the Discord, please.
Hanging out.
Bar saying sip Baja, chug OG, and pour drain Code Red. Wow.
How dare you, Bar? How dare you? That is sacrilegious.
Okay, well then what do you think about Good Dan chiming in saying, which way is the wind blowing that day? As it seems like it just kind of, he could take fair. All three.
But yeah, that's fair, but respect the game, Good Dan. Respect the game. You gotta make some choices here.
And then Biscuit, of course, had chimed in before all of this saying he is having a DMD to go along with Dan's Mountain Dew Code Red. And I think that's it as far as listener comments of boozes and whatnot.
Right, good catch up. We'll see all of those comments hit here in about 5 minutes on the screen because they're just way behind. So apologize.
Two last ones. Scott Ski saying sip OG, chug red, and pour drain behind. God, you people. And then Good Dan respected the game, and he said he sips the OG, would chug red, and pour drain Baja Blast. Disgusting.
Not a lot of Baja respect.
But him and Skotsky commented almost simultaneously, like identical statements, which is kind of cool.
Pretty impressive.
Right.
Mook, I've decided I'm not buying any more beers until I clear out the leftovers that are in my basement under the bar. I have beers here from 5 years ago, like easy. Yeah. There might be pre-COVID beers underneath my bar. So I have decided
time traveling.
I will not buy another beer until then. I'm scared to go that far back. So I'm not going that far back tonight. I'm going back to Christmas. And I'm going with Hardywood's Christmas morning tonight. Nice. We got enough of these Hardywoods. 9.2%. We've talked about it before. Imperial Milk Stout. Ginger. Hard R on that can. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, but what if it was canned by a ginger? Are they allowed to do it then?
Yeah, and then it's allowed. But, ginger, cinnamon, honey, vanilla, and coffee. Absolute dog. This beer is fantastic. I haven't had this one yet, so this one's
I think it's my favorite, honestly. Not to bias you or anything.
I think one day I may just do all of them in a row, like drink all 4 of them and then not wake up the next day. But just to see which one I like the best.
Or mix them in a big old pitcher.
You cannot do that.
No, it's sacrilegious.
No, I mean it's just you don't want to mix all of these flavors up. By the way, Mook, Sarah has zoomed in on it for us. I'm getting the image pulled up here of this beer so that you can see the Ragin Bitch. I'll get it.
While you work on that, I'll go ahead and get this out of the way for you.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
I mean, it's honestly disgusting at this point. How do you get away from all of these people in the middle of the field? Their star defender of all people. Not get called for that blatant hold on your wide receiver. Without a doubt, Matt Barr is now hacking EA. Like, just come out with it and say it, bro. If you got that game shark, like, I ain't gonna hold it against you, but be honest with yourself. You got the game shark,
bro. Look at this beer. Look at look at that can art, the bottle art. That's dog vagina.
Oh, I see it now.
Right on. It's got really loose hanging nipples and a dog vagina right there on the bottle. That's Ragin Bitch.
That's art, right? That's what that is.
It's a great
artistic interpretation, right?
But imagine having like half of it before you even see that on your bottle, and then be like, oh, okay, all right, got it.
You just needed the 8.3 to get you in the right frame of mind to be able to interpret it.
It's right there.
And then Matt Barr chiming in, yelling at me, saying, "Do not mix them like that. You're not a 7-year-old at the soda machine in Subway."
Facts.
What about a 37-year-old at the soda machine in Subway?
All right, man. Let's start this show off talking football. So back in 2019, Mike Vrabel was on the Bussin' with the Boys podcast in its early days. This was like episode 6 of the podcast. So they were still feeling things out, finding their footing, doing the things that eventually led to them blowing up. But they had Mike Vrabel on episode 6, and they asked him, at the time he was the coach of the Tennessee Titans, and they said, "Hey, coach, what would you do for a Super Bowl win? Would you cut off your dick to win a Super Bowl?" And Vrabel said, "Absolutely. I've been married for 20 years. I don't need it anymore. I would absolutely cut off my dick for a Super Bowl." And they were like, "But you've won it as a player." And he was like, "Doesn't matter. Not the same thing. I need one as a coach. I would cut off my dick to win the Super Bowl." And that has followed Mike Vrabel. And now he's one game away from having to cut off his dick. Because I don't know, Mook, if you know this, if you say that on the internet, you have to do it. Otherwise, the football gods are going to smite you. So if Mike Vrabel ever wants a chance to win a Super Bowl again, he has to cut off his dick if the Patriots win the Super Bowl. If this is you're in this situation. You have said on the internet for everybody to see, I would give up my dick for a Super Bowl win. And now you're one game away from the Super Bowl. Inside, are you kind of like, I hope I don't win this game? I really don't want to deal with the questions and the people bothering me and people pestering me about, you got to cut off your dick now. Because like in the back of your head, you're going to be thinking like, if I don't do it, this is gonna ruin me, right?
No, like, look, man, the way you play it is this: you win the Super Bowl, you want to win the Super Bowl. Period. End of sentence. It doesn't matter. And if anyone ever tries to push you on it or run up on you about it, you just go, "Look, dude, I hear you, boy. I didn't consider at the time. How do you pee? If I cut my dick off, how do you pee?" And in that moment where they're sitting there puzzled and pondering and thinking, you have two options. One, you slap them in the face and they completely lost track of how you got to where you were and what you were talking about. Or two, you just run the fuck away.
So your idea for this is to just turn into a cartoon character and hit him with a look over there and then run away instead of owning up to the bet you've made or the law you have laid down on the internet of, I would give up my penis for a Super Bowl. Mook, that's not a man of character. If you say that and then don't follow through, you are not a man of character.
What has being a man of character ever gotten me? Like,
do you think, like, in all honesty, do you think Mike Vrabel like reads these articles and the stuff about like the tweets that he's one game away where he's just like, God damn it. God, I know. I hate that I said that into a microphone and people have it on tape and can play it back.
He doesn't know. He doesn't care. He thinks it's funny. In a weird way, it might almost be extra motivation because he's like, look, give me the chance to really mess with fools. Like, imagine how much more runway he's got with this gambit, right? Like, because here's another way he could go about it. If he wins the Super Bowl, he's supposed to cut his dick off, right? Well, it's going to take some time to recover and heal from that, one would assume, right? At what point in the calendar year can he afford to take time off to be laid up with voluntary surgery? Like, he's going to have to wait until he retires from coaching, and then by that point, he'll be old and, like, you can just shoot him up with the drugs. It'll be fine.
The good Dan is pointing this out perfectly. Remember the Florida State guy? Remember that dude that made that comment about Florida State and he did not follow through? He never ate the shit, and look at where Florida State is now. If you make a commitment to the football gods, they want their pound of flesh. Pause. They really need the sacrifice that you're willing to make. And if you don't give it to them, you're in trouble. Your team is in trouble. Your career is in trouble. Your legacy is in trouble. Mike Vrabel, if you win this game, I'm sorry, dude. You got to cut off the dick. You have to.
I mean, if he wants to.
If I'm a Patriots fan, I'm going to be pissed if he doesn't, because that's my team. You're costing my team now wins out of your selfishness of holding on to your own penis. No, I'm sorry. I'm not letting that happen. If I'm a Patriots fan and the Patriots win the Super Bowl, I'm chopping off Mike Vrabel's dick myself. I'm making sure it's done.
You clearly haven't thought this through enough, because just because you chop it off doesn't mean you can't hold on to it. What do you think he's going to just throw it in the trash? No.
Get rid of it? No, he doesn't have to toss it to the side. He can still hang on to it, but he said he would cut off his dick for a Super Bowl.
And you just said he shouldn't be holding on to his penis over the Patriots' success. So, like, do you understand how this works? You can still have it hang around. I mean, it could be your keychain if you wanted.
That's fine.
Right?
That's fine. He has to cut it off of his body.
That might be the right move. Like, imagine all the mileage you'd be able to get with it. Yeah. Right? Like, you could hang on the back of your truck. You know, you could use it to, like, point at things in a presentation. If you're making cookies, you could use it to roll them flat, right? There's a lot of usages for this thing. Use it to hold your cell phone up at lunch while you're eating and be able to watch your phone, you know, watch videos on it, because you always need that thing to kind of rest it up against. You could throw it on the court at a WNBA game. This might be the right move.
Are you saying Mike Vrabel has a neon green penis? Because that's the only ones that get thrown on the court at an WNBA game.
Until we verify it, could be, it could not be. We don't know. We don't know.
Gabe wants to know a better question. Do you do it for a Notre Dame championship? I do not. I would not cut off my penis for a Notre Dame championship. I love Notre Dame. I want to see them win a national championship, not at the expense of my penis. I've grown accustomed to it. I kind of like it. I want to keep it around, attached.
I mean, for the love of God, you just learned about the banana hammock sling underwear like a year and a half
ago,
ago,
right? My world has been opened. I can't.
Yeah, your Johnson's got a lot left to experience. Yeah, so you can't be giving it up.
What else has my dick been missing out on all these years?
Like lotion, maybe. I don't know, scented lotions of some sort. Mud baths. You ever done a mud bath? Oh, look at that. Skotsky saying I get an air horn for the WNBA joke. Wonderful comment.
That was a well done WNBA joke on that one.
Sarah, even before that, said that I was right. And then Biscuit did admit that he said he would do way worse for a Cubs World Series in 2016. So,
Biscuit, have you followed up on that? Because if you haven't,
nope.
What have the Cubs done for me lately? Huh? Exactly. Mm-hmm. If you make the statement, if you say you're going to do something, you better follow through, or else the sports gods will be vengeful. That's all I'm saying. And Mike Vrabel, you put it out there. Nobody held your hand to the fire to tell you to say this. You could have been like, nah, I'm not going to cut off my dick, but I'd sell a kid. Then you just have to sell your kid. And then you still have your dick. You can make another one. Like, you're fine at that point. Mm-hmm. Why did you go straight to cutting off your dick? Right? This is all Vrabel's fault. Keep that in mind. That's the first crazy bet that's been made that we need to talk about tonight. Let's shift gears here and talk about your boy.
You're already done talking about Vrabel's dick? You were really concerned about it earlier.
There's a lot of time on Vrabel's dick. That's when we go back and look at these YouTube chapters, that's a good stretch of time on Vrabel's dick. Jesse wanting to know, would I cut off my dick for a Bengals Super Bowl or a Reds World Series? Nope, I would not. Definitely not a Bengals Super Bowl. There are those teams, right, Mook, that I think we talked about this before. There's those teams that you care about winning more than your other teams. Like, you put them above every other. Like, for me personally, if I had to rank it, if like you only get one title, only one of your teams can win a title, I would pick Notre Dame football. That would be like my number one choice. That's the team I want to win a title. Number two choice, Reds World Series. Number three, FC Cincinnati MLS Cup. Number 4, Xavier National Championship. Number 5, like way at the bottom, is Bengals Super Bowl. Like everybody's, I think every fandom, every person has that type of fandom hierarchy, right? Where you have the team that you care most about winning. Whereas the other ones would be like, that'd be cool to see, but I'm not cutting off my dick for it.
Jesse just asked if I would do it for an Arsenal treble. I'm gonna need to think on that for a minute here. If I'm done having kids, it would be a conversation. But right now, my dick doesn't belong to me, so it's really not my choice. Oh man, because I was thinking about, I was like, I wouldn't do it for an Arsenal Prem win, like, but a treble. Ooh, I tell you what, an immaculate season again. I've already seen that once in my life, though. Biscuit asking, would you cut it off for a pole vault gold medal?
He deserves it. Gabe is very upset with me that I said Xavier is 4. I'm sorry, man. Like they're and actually, was it 4? Yeah, it was 4.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, Reds, FC Cincinnati, Xavier. Look, maybe if I graduated, I'd have a different feeling. But
well, and I think it's funny that you said Xavier national title. I'm like, dude, just get us to the Final Four. Like I'll settle for that. I'll settle for a Final Four appearance. But yeah, I think that's a really good list because I would say I would follow a similar pattern. Notre Dame football title, Arsenal Premier League title, probably FC, then the Red Wings Stanley Cup winners, and then Xavier Final Four. Sorry, Gabe, but that's just where it's at. Because I got to be honest, like there's a touch of realisticness to it as well. Like if Xavier goes to the Final Four, clearly, but college basketball has been ruined. So
I think that's the thing. I'm also kind of not only in the order that I want them to happen, but also the order that I think it could happen. Although I think FC Cincinnati is probably closest out of all of my teams to getting that goal accomplished. I don't know.
Okay.
Dame's recruiting class look pretty good.
I was gonna say, do you think FC's closer than Notre Dame football? Who's closer to title?
At this point, with those 2026 signees, Notre Dame has. I just saw a thing that they have more 5-stars in their 2026 class than the entire Big 12 and the entire ACC. That's pretty crazy. I'm not used to Notre Dame being that team.
And they got edges too.
They do have edges.
I mean, like we're getting some good lists here. So I'll assume that these are in order, but Bar saying Niners, JMU, Mets, which is
you've already seen the Niners.
Right.
Seen the Niners. Like that's I guess he wants to see them again. That's fair.
And then Biscuit chiming in saying Cubs again, Georgia Tech Natty, Bears Super Bowl. Skotsky saying Xavier, I'm assuming basketball, Tigers baseball, Lions football. Good Dan saying Bengals, Blue Jackets, Reds, Buckeyes Buckeyes basketball. I was like, Dan, this is last year, bro. Like, come on. But I got you now.
Bar pointing out he was 6 when he saw the Niners. Oh, must be nice to remember seeing your team win something. It must be awesome. Because I don't. My team was 4 the last time they won a national title. I don't count it. I wasn't coherent. I don't have memories from that time. 6 years old, I got memories from when I was 6. I don't have memories from when I was 4. I would remember if Notre Dame won it when I was 6. They didn't. They did not. I was 4 years old, man. I don't even think I was 4 yet. I think I was turning 4. I don't think I had hit 4 yet. Gabe said Notre Dame and Xavier, and that's all. That's all he'd go.
Yeah, I was gonna say short list, but I like it. Very pure, you know. I want to see those Catholic sports do well.
But I wouldn't cut off my dick for any of them. None of them. I'm good. I'll keep that. If that means I have to suffer and not watch my teams win, but I get to keep my dick.
What if you don't have to cut all of it off? Like just lop off the tip.
That's a very important part. I mean,
but for like a Spurs treble?
No. I'm not taking the tip off for a Spurs treble.
It's just the tip, just to see how it feels.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Also, how's this going down? Is this like surgical in an OR in a sterile
Yeah, I
environment, or
feel
is
like
this
it's
like
gotta be.
rusty
You can't just
knife?
you can't be in the garage like smacking it on the tool bench and then lopping it off with
up there, chugging some Everclear, sprinkling some on there, and wham, like with a meat cleaver,
biting on the
Biting on a
dirty
stick of
rag to make sure you're not screaming.
Great point. Little babies do it all the time.
I mean, they don't get the whole head taken off. If they do, that's a problem. You need to sue the hospital. Or
yeah, you signed that paperwork beforehand, brother. There ain't no suing the hospital, unfortunately.
Jesse said if you do cut it off, it has to be turned into an actual coin
purse. Oh, you can keep stuff in there, right? You know, like your important documents, an emergency 20, maybe a chapstick, right?
Your important documents? You got your social security card inside your beanie?
Yeah. A driver's license, maybe a birth certificate, car registration.
It's a weird show, man. You gotta check these guys out. They're talking about cutting their dicks off and what they do with it.
There was a moment earlier today too where like it's been a rough couple of weeks, and I remember, I don't know why this struck me as I was sitting in the office after driving through this fucking snow, and I go, it's cool. Greg will be back tonight. That takes some pressure off. Psych.
Biscuit, thank you for the tip. Dick surgery is not like popping a cyst at the backyard family get together. You will bleed out. Got to go to the hospital.
I'm going to need to know more about these family get-togethers you're having, Biscuit, because that sounds like a whole barrel of monkeys of fun.
Mook, your boy Sam Darnold made some history when the Seahawks.
My boy,
your boy Sam Darnold.
How did that get associated with me?
First ever USC quarterback to lead his team to the Super Bowl. He'll be the first USC starting quarterback in Super Bowl history. It's a crazy stat, right?
That kind of makes me feel good in a weird way, though, that he's the first one ever from that awful place.
First one from that. Also, the first one from his draft class that also included Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Josh Rosen, Baker Mayfield. Like, when you look back at that draft class was crazy. I know I shoehorned in Josh Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, that was nice, but
little top heavy. But I think Josh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure wasn't Darnold the second quarterback in that draft? I think Baker Mayfield was the only one taken ahead of him.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure Mayfield went to the Browns, and then Darnold went to the Jets, and then it went Allen, Rosen, Jackson, if I'm not mistaken.
It went big play Baker, Saquon, Darnold at 3 to the Jets, Denzel Ward, Josh Allen.
There we go.
Then
Josh Rosen, and then
that's not right. That's skipping over picks. Someone posted a graphic that cherry picked a couple. They probably skipped over Josh Rosen. I'm like, you're true to the craft here. But was it 2018, right?
Yeah, 2018.
So big play Baker, Saquon, Sam Darnold at 3, Denzel Ward, Bradley Chubb, Quentin Nelson,
Q,
Josh Allen at 7, Roquan Smith, Mike McGlinchey, dog. Josh Rosen was 10.
Okay, yeah, so I had that right. Lamar was at like 31 or 32.
He was 32. Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gabe saying Josh Rosen selling financial advice. What a crazy draft class that is. That you look at Lamar Jackson, 2 MVPs, no appearances in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen, amazing. Like should be
one MVP.
Can't get to the championship round. Can't get to the AFC Championship. And Jesse pointing it out here, Josh Allen is never getting to a Super Bowl. Where was Josh Rosen on January 6th? Jesse, where was he?
Josh Allen, that's a sorry, Jesse, you got me. That's a bold, but that could happen. It could happen. I mean, he's how old? 2018, so he's 8 years in the league. He's probably mid-career now, right? Josh Allen.
Yeah, and now he's got Joe Brady as his coach. So
that's 3 years without the playoff appearance, and then they got to go through a new coach. Like, he may not ever make it to a Super Bowl.
Not great, Bob.
No.
Sam Darnold also might be the first ginger to start a Super Bowl at quarterback. Do we consider Sam Darnold a ginger? I feel like he's more daywalker than ginger, but he's definitely a redhead. He's definitely
on the fence. If you guys want to claim him, I don't think anyone's going to fight you for him. So
I think Sam Darnold is at least he's at least a daywalker. He's at least redheaded, but I don't know if I'd go full on ginger.
What's the facial hair look like? What's he working with there?
Is reddish facial hair. That's actually what makes him look more red is the facial hair. The hair up top looks a little darker at times. Facial hair always kind of looks a little reddish.
A little darker.
The hair up top?
Phrasing though. I mean, be careful.
Well, I'm talking about Jesse's saying Rosen is anti-MAGA. Good guy. He wasn't where we thought he was on January 6th.
Okay, you know what? It's not as red as you'd think. It's brown.
Now, there's in some of those pictures, it's reddish. It's red. All right, we need to know: can Sam Darnold be classified as the first redheaded Super Bowl starting quarterback? Because prior to him, there were none. Like I was looking into this to try to find the closest redhead that had started a Super Bowl, and somebody said Boomer Esiason. He's blonde. What? Boomer Esiason is blonde. All recessive genes are not the same. Okay,
correct.
So I think Darnold. I will classify Darnold as a redhead. And I'm going to say he's the first one. Jesse's saying it's a clear auburn. He's saying it's an auburn hair. I think that counts. That falls under the red umbrella. Ooh, Gabe's saying Brad Johnson. Was Brad Johnson a redhead?
Brad Johnson? No.
Redhead? With the Bucks, right? Did he play for the Bucks? Is that
damn. So Gemini, which, that tells you it's probably wrong, but Gemini is saying that he is not the first redhead because Brad Johnson is often cited as the first true redheaded quarterback to start and win a Super Bowl, leading the Buccaneers to victory in 2003. However, Sonny Jurgensen was the first redheaded quarterback to play in the Super Bowl. He's the first. Wow. He's the first, quote, with a capital G, ginger, end quote, says Gemini.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What year was Sonny Jurgensen?
Jeff Garcia, also a ginger. Sammy Baugh.
Biscuit is saying, yes, he is a redhead, had orange hair as a kid. Are we talking Brad Johnson there, Biscuit? Is that who you're going with? Gabe, Jason Garrett does not count. He didn't start anything. I don't think Jason Garrett saw the field.
Can we confirm he was actually even a quarterback? We don't know that for sure.
Listen, okay, hold on. If we're saying Brad Johnson is a redhead because he had orange hair when he was younger, he did not have orange hair as an adult. So I am not he's saying Darnold. Okay, so he's saying
Sam
Darnold
orange-haired.
Darnold had orange hair as a kid. Auburn now, I think he classifies. Looking at Brad Johnson, I don't think redheads can claim Brad Johnson, man. I don't think it's possible. I'm looking at pictures of him right now.
I thought he was bald.
No, he's definitely not bald. Let me pull up a picture here of Brad Johnson, and you be the judge as to whether or not this man is on the ginger side or not, because I got to be honest, it's if you're giving Brad Johnson ginger status, then Sam Darnold is like me. He's got to hide. Here's Brad Johnson. That's not ginger hair. That's brown. His hair's brown.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Nice try.
Who was it that you said? Well, and the AI backed them up too. Like, this is further proof that we can't trust AI because that's not red hair at all.
Often cited as the first true redheaded quarterback. The hell he was. Because here's the other thing: you don't get credit if you dye your hair red. It's not how it works.
Biscuit
Check
saying
the difference.
Johnson, not a ginger.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Darnold, probably. You know who that looks like though, Jesse, is what's his name from Friday Night Lights? Don't worry, I'm working on it over here.
you talking Landry? Lance?
Landry. Yeah.
As coach called him. Lance.
Lance. God, that kid was such a tool.
One of my favorite running guys. Also, worst subplot in the history of television was in season 2 when Landry and Tyra killed that guy. Worst subplot I've ever seen in a show. Hate the writers for that. Hate the writers for that subplot.
It was just lazy at that point, honestly. I mean, we had Lila and what's her name flirting and flinging it all around. Like you had us on that high as storylines, then you took us to that. Ugh.
In my research about Sam Darnold and him making the Super Bowl, I came across a little tidbit that Sam Darnold's grandpa was Dick Hammer.
Wow.
And Dick Hammer was like a USA Olympian on a volleyball team. He played basketball and was also the Marlboro Man. Like Dick Hammer was a dude. Is there anything better than the Marlboro Man being named Dick Hammer? There's nothing more on the
volleyball player being named Dick Hammer, or like, I don't know. It just sounds like this guy's like his overall take on life was awesome. He is awesome. It's taken an inordinate amount of time, but this is Sam Darnold from Jesse Plemons. Yeah.
That's the idea.
Damn it.
Sarah said, shit, I want a cigarette right now.
Hey, you can have one. Everything in moderation.
Sam Darnold's definitely ginge. He's ginge.
Yeah, you guys can take that one. All right, quality podcasting here. There we go. Okay, cool. I was like,
what'd you make of the games this weekend, Mook? Did you win any money on those?
I loved it. Did I win any money? Nah, we broke even. It was fine. That Denver game. What?
I came out ahead, not by much, but
all right.
I put a little parlay ski on each one, and I hit in the NFC. I was chasing a little bit, but I felt like the snowstorm screwed me up on my.
I knew I was going to be toast when it started coming down like that. I was like, you know what though? Who gives a shit? This is awesome. Like, I think it was in the middle of the fourth quarter or whatever, where CBS did like the time lapse freeze frame, and they showed how in the matter, I think it was like 20 minutes of real life time, not football time, 20 minutes of real time. It went from sunny and green grass to white snow everywhere. You couldn't see the goddamn defense. I love it. Look, because as we saw earlier in the show, I'm a big fan of snow and winter sports and activities. That was right up my alley. I was loving these amazing athletes just look like complete fools because the snow is a great equalizer. I thought it was really entertaining. Clearly, I was somewhat alone in that take, but I was all for it.
I hated both games, to be honest. Like this, I've never been this lackadaisical about championship weekend as I was this year, because I was like, okay, here's my choices. It's either Sean Payton and the Broncos with a backup quarterback, so not even like the fun quarterback that's been around all year long, or the Patriots. I'd rather jump off a cliff than either one of those teams win. Like I had no interest in either of those teams making it to the Super Bowl. So when those were my only two options, turd sandwich and a giant douche. Like that's what I'm picking between. Then you look at the other side, it's like, well, maybe the NFC can redeem itself. Oh no, it's Sam Darnold and the Seahawks against the Rams, who I had to watch beat my team in the Super Bowl a few years back. So both of those teams, again, like just a couple of turd piles that I have to pick between. And now we're stuck with the Super Bowl that is just completely uninteresting to me. A team in the Patriots that nobody thought would be here, nobody thought would be this good this year. Like I think everybody thought the Patriots were still a few years away. So here they are ahead of schedule in the Super Bowl now, where people are like, great. We get to watch the start of another Patriots dynasty. Fun. Really glad we get to sign up for that one. Or you watch Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, a team that is going to be irrelevant next year. Like, you know what I mean? Like a team that we won't see be this good again, because that's just not how it works for that.
That's okay though. Like what you're pointing to
boring,
here,
man. It's boring.
That's why you gamble. This removes you. This divorces you from any emotional attachment to this game and is going to let you bet with clear eyes and full hearts, man. Because you know what happens when you have that? You can't lose. Exactly. So let this be your moment of freedom from all those human emotions that tie you to the outcome of games, and just look at it as a big way to make money. Right.
We have to do that next weekend before the Super Bowl, or next week on the show before the Super Bowl. We'll find those fun prop bets that always pop up.
Which reminder, there is a huge prop bet pool that some guy runs that I join every year. I'll share it in the Discord and everything. Everyone who wants to hop in, let's go ahead and lean in. This is a big one. I mean, we're talking some fat stacks here. Like, I think last year first place won $650. You don't need to know anything about sports to enter this pool, though, because it's one of those ones where he does the combined props. I love that, where it's like, okay, last year it was Eagles rushing guards combined with 76ers steals or something like that. Like, which one's going to be greater? Just completely removes any like objective skill, and it just becomes random chance. That's how I like to gamble. That's my way of gambling. And when I'm shooting blind and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just hoping the universe doesn't fuck me over. Sounds fun, Mook. Sign me up. That's sometimes you win, like here's the thing, man. And I think Dick Hammer would agree. Just like Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I mean, look at Dick just, oh man, there's all this stuff. Dick just slamming it down. That's a fat yellow line. I didn't think that was as fat. Oh, what's this do? Oh, nice. Why don't we use that?
We have been. We used that.
Oh, we're using this one.
We switched. I switched halfway through. I had to subscribe up for a little bit, and then I dropped the call to action. Focus in on the chat. Bring the call to action back a little bit later on, then focus in on the chat. It's how you do, it's production.
Okay. I gotcha. All right. This is professional shit.
Dick Hammer playing beach volleyball was not what I had on the bingo card.
Not on your bingo card?
That I wasn't prepared for Dick Hammer slamming it in the sand. By the way, before we move on, Joe wanted to point out to you, Mook. How about the lads of Manchester?
Dude, City, they're in trouble, man. They just cannot find their way, but you know what? Great. I'm here for it. They're still going out and spending, though. So I think we better seize on this moment while we can. Because I don't know. At some point, Pep is gonna go away, but they're just gonna buy the next great coach, and they're not cut. Well, no, they might be cutting their dicks off for trouble. Who knows? When you get Saudi money, weird things happen.
I love how you pivoted away from that. That was well done. That was well done, Mook.
I was so pissed. I was so pissed that
good
morning.
Little sidestep Olay there for because I know Joe was watching that going, I'm a City fan. What the fuck is he talking about? He just said, wow.
Yeah.
Jesse, great question. And Joe, we will get to your question about Belichick in the Hall of Fame here in a minute. But Jesse said if the Pats win, Kraft is going to grab the mic for no reason. Again, I guess not a question, more of a statement. Yes. Is this Kraft's like big moment here? Like this is him pointing out it wasn't Brady. It wasn't Belichick. It was me, bitch. Like that's what Kraft is feeling going into this one. And
Brady got one without him, though.
Brady got one without him. Belichick didn't.
This would just make Brady and Kraft even.
It cuts out Belly. Belichick is not. He's definitely.
Oh yeah. Well, he's also. On the list. That's probably why he's not first ballot Hall of Fame.
That's crazy. That story broke just before we came on the air tonight. Bill Belichick not first ballot Hall of Fame.
It's kind of shocking. Like, so is football going to become like freaking baseball now? And they're going to do that whole thing, the holier than thou bullshit. Like, Biscuit saying Dick Hammer is a fullback, so Chris Collinsworth has to say Dick Hammer driving it right up the middle.
I like Sarah's too, where she said, "Is anyone really prepared for Dick Hammer?" No, I don't think so.
I mean, and if you notice again, the only person that can defend Dick Hammer, that's right, is Dick Hammer. He's on both sides of this court there.
That's how good Dick Hammer is. He's
right. He knows what's up. I don't get it though. Like, why? I will say I was a little surprised he was even on the ballot because I was like, well, but he's coaching for North Carolina. Like, why is he getting voted on? But I guess it's how long you've been out of the league or something. Like,
yeah. It's crazy that Belichick doesn't get in. And Matt Barr, with what a lot of people were saying, they're just waiting for Bill to break up with Jordan so that the NFL doesn't have to deal with her. There might be something to that. But also, I'm wondering how much of this is the voters being like, what's he done without Brady? Like, yeah, he was clearly a great coach with the greatest quarterback of all time. What's he done without that quarterback? Because it's not like we didn't have some sample in the NFL either. Like, it's not like he just, as soon as Brady left, he went and disappeared into the college ranks. No, he hung around the league for a little bit and didn't do anything. And then he went to college and didn't do anything. And prior to Brady, what did he do? What was he doing prior to Brady? Just miring in Cleveland.
He still won 6 Super Bowls, though.
With Tom Brady.
Yeah, but he still did it.
With Tom Brady. Mook, the NFL wanted Tom Brady to win. He benefited from the fact that the league wanted Tom Brady to win. If you didn't have Tom Brady, what's he doing? What if Tom Brady was with another team? I don't think Bill's winning 6. Can you? Okay, let's put it this way. Let's take Tom Brady, put him on any other team in the NFL. Everything else is the same. Does Bill Belichick win 6 rings? Or does Tom Brady find a way somewhere else because he sold his soul to the devil when he was younger and promised to never eat a strawberry as long as it meant he became the greatest quarterback in the world?
You know, you're right. It's really hard to go against the devil. And I'm not gonna. But Skotsky seeing the light saying, but he still won 6 rings. Mookie is right for once. Like, I get it. But he's still the guy that didn't screw it up. Or like
Robert Ory. Not that impressed by you. You're Robert Ory. You were just there for
Robert Ory did it for like 3 different teams, which in and of itself is impressive.
You were along for the ride, man. You weren't the guy. Sorry, not that impressive.
But he's a guy. And sometimes all I gotta do is be a guy.
Scott, it is the Phil Jackson argument. Phil Jackson, what did he do without Jordan? But then you could say, well, he did it without Jordan. But then it's also, oh yeah, he did it without Jordan, but it was with Kobe.
But there's still something to being able to work with talent like that, and like, if nothing else, get everyone else the hell out of their way so they can take you to the promised land. Like, there's still something to be said about being able to pull that off.
Yeah, it's super hard to be like, hey, shut the fuck up and listen to Tom. Really tough to do that, Mook. It's really hard.
How many other people besides Bill Belichick have been able to do it?
He did it.
Just one.
He's the only one that had a entirety. It's the only one.
Are you kidding me? What about in Michigan? What did Lloyd Carr do?
Tom Brady's NFL coaches were they both won Super Bowls with Tom Brady.
Bill Parcells didn't win shit. So try again.
As a starter, I should clarify. As a starter.
Oh, now we're gonna start qualifying things, right?
Oh, because Bill Belichick just was smart enough to have Tom Brady come in the game and then start him. That's where he deserves the Hall of Fame after that.
It takes a true Hall of Famer to sit him behind Drew Bledsoe for 12 weeks of the season and then put him in when Drew Bledsoe got knocked into the 3rd row. Like, that is Hall of Fame caliber talent development.
Yes, Dan, out of all the players, I chose Horry for a reason. There was something in there. And Jesse's saying Bill was smart enough to bench Bledsoe.
See, there you go. Without him doing that, Tom Brady's career never takes off.
Look, all I'm saying is, what have you done for me lately, babe? Nothing. You've done nothing for me. So Bill Belichick hanging on in North Carolina, hurting his Hall of Fame.
I just wish someone would come out and be like, "Nah, I ain't vote for that girl." Like, you mean Bill? No, I ain't vote for that girl. Like, I just want to see one of the writers come out and be that honest about it, because then I'd be like, "Yep, there you go. We can all ride behind that man."
Which they would
A
never
woman.
do, but it would be hilarious
That'd
for
be
somebody
amazing.
to just lay that out as the reason. Mook, did you see that we can officially call it time of death, official time of death, January 27th, 2026? The Pro Bowl, which has been dead for a long time, is now officially dead.
God.
It's the dumbest thing in sports. We can end this. We don't have to keep up with this facade. The Pro Bowl can end because Shadeur Sanders has been named to the Pro Bowl this year. What are we doing, man? Like, what are we doing? I get that, like, not people are going to turn it down. So, like, Burrow's going to say no. Josh Allen's going to say no. I get all that, but like, we got all the way down to Shadeur. That's where you had to go. That's how deep that well was to get a replacement for Drake May. You had to go to Shadeur. Did you see, Mook? I'm going to give you a stat here. Shadeur Sanders this year had a QBR of 18.8. That is the second worst in NFL history, only ahead of one quarterback. Who is the one quarterback Shadeur is ahead of?
Jamarcus Russell.
No.
Damn. Okay. Brady Quinn.
No. Closer. Warm. Boiling hot, actually.
Jimmy Clausen.
Jimmy Clausen has the worst QBR in NFL history.
Yes.
Minimum 6 starts. And Shadeur is just above him at an 18.8. And now he's a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Almost simultaneously, Jesse and Barr both guessed Nathan Peterman. Shadeur Sanders, worse than Nathan Peterman. Tells you all you need to know about this year's Pro Bowl. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, this is what happens every year. A ton of dudes opt out the Pro Bowl and they start scratching the bottom of the barrel, but like, they couldn't find anybody before him. Like, at least roll out Mahomes before you go to Shadeur, right?
Literally roll out Mahomes. Tua wasn't busy. Like, you couldn't tell Tua he had to go there for like a pancake.
Well, he wasn't
breakfast
medically
and he would show
cleared,
up.
so you know.
There's so many other quarterbacks that should have gone before Shadeur Sanders, and now he's a Pro Bowler, and nobody can take that away from him. Shadeur Sanders,
Yeah.
Pro Bowler, in his rookie season, Pro Bowler.
I mean, he couldn't have sent Spencer Rattler or Marcus Mariota for that matter.
Oh, Caesar's boy, Marcus. What are we doing with the Pro Bowl, Mook? Like, why is this still a thing?
I don't know, dude. Because until the next CBA, hold on, they couldn't have sent Kendon Slovis from Arizona, the only quarterback to have negative passing yards on the season this year, at -2.
Well, he's in the NFC, so no, they could not send him to the AFC Pro Bowl.
Are you sure? Because it's Pro Bowl, so I'm pretty sure you do whatever the fuck they wanted. He went 1 for 2 for -2 yards. Like, that dude deserves a Pro Bowl shot. I think they got to just wait till the next CBA, and then they got to figure out how they make all these players' contracts right without because there's like bonuses and shit, right? Like, if you make the Pro Bowl, don't you?
I mean,
get stuff?
some teams put like Pro Bowl bonuses in your contract, but I guess it depends on the owner. They don't necessarily have to. Most do, but they don't have to. Probably because it's a joke. Like, if Shadeur Sanders is getting in, if I'm an owner,
Right.
I'm not putting a Pro Bowl bonus in anybody's contract knowing that Shadeur Sanders can make it in. Like, that's craziness. Barr pointed out that you continued to name NFC quarterbacks as you were going through.
Shit happens. David Montgomery, he would have been great. 1 for 2 for 3 yards. Joshua Dobbs would have been a great option.
Josh Dobbs would be a great option. Biscuit said they keep the Pro Bowl because it generates tens of hundreds of dollars for the NFL.
You know, the sad part is it's probably going to draw more viewers than baseball.
Well, I mean,
It's going to get some ridiculous ratings.
that's not fair.
Let's ask AI again what it does.
I hate that your Googling is now just asking AI.
I still Google's AI though. Does that count?
No, it doesn't count. That feels like cheating because you're not actually digging into the research. You're not looking up. You're reading somebody else's reading of headlines.
No, to be fair, if I Google search, it still just shows the AI result at the top anyways. So it's basically the difference. Okay. Last year, they had a record low viewership, aside from the virtual 2021 year. It's also been flagged the last 3 years. How many viewers did it get last year?
And this was record low.
Record low for the Pro Bowl.
I'm saying it still probably pulled in 6 million.
Oh, so close. 4.7. 2024 pulled in 5.8. 23 pulled in 6.3.
That's crazy.
They said that there's been a 25% drop in viewers since they went to flag football.
Well, I don't even understand why you put a skirt on the quarterback anyway. They already play flag football. You can't even touch anybody anymore. Back in my day, good.
In 2025, though, the 4.7 million viewers still beat out the PGA Tour's Pebble Beach Pro-Am and then several marquee NBA and college basketball games. Now, the skills challenge, I got to be honest, the skills challenge is dope. They should just do that all weekend.
But they
dude, what if they did like the Omaha drill?
There you go.
That'd be sick.
All right. Are you talking the Oklahoma drill and not the Omaha drill?
Sure, whatever. The one where they hit each other.
That's the Oklahoma drill, not the Omaha drill.
What's the Omaha drill?
It's Peyton Manning's signal. You got that turned into some type of drill.
See, and Jesse, just so y'all remember, the reason I know I don't have a problem is because I don't gamble on the Pro Bowl.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, even though there's 6 million degenerate gamblers out there that do, apparently, because why else are you watching the Pro Bowl?
Gabe wants to know what Lou thinks of the Pro Bowl. It's just a shame when it's become. It used to be such a great celebration of all the athletes, and now we just got guys like Shadeur Sanders up there. And it's not what it used to be. It's meant to celebrate greatness, and the greatness is not being celebrated like it should.
I just had a genius idea.
Go on.
So the Olympics are coming up, right? February 6th through the 22nd.
Okay.
That's going to give us a solid, what is that? 1, 2, 3 shows worth of Coach Lou recaps the Olympics.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Lou Holtz Olympic Minute.
Yeah.
I think we can make that work.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of runway, a lot of room for exploration.
Lou's really excited for the skeleton.
Did you hear the huge controversy though? The IOC denied a skeleton rider admittance.
Hold on. We got to do this right, Mook. Can't just go willy-nilly there and throw that out there without actually going through. So give me the breakdown on this. There was a U.S. skeleton rider who did not qualify for the Olympics, but isn't there some conspiracy theory with Canada here because Canada kept her out of an event that would have allowed her to qualify?
Yes. Blah, 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 reading through. They raced through.
Topic, it didn't have it.
Well, I just knew that she said Canada screwed her because what they did, Canada withdrew 4 athletes from the meet. And by withdrawing their 4 athletes, it pushed it under the threshold of qualifying points that Ooglander needed to be able to qualify for the Olympics. So basically, by Canada pulling out early, she can't qualify now. And she appealed to the Olympic IOC and was like, look, this is some shady, nefarious jibberdy juk. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
I don't either.
Yeah. Gobbledygook. That's it. This Canadian gobbledygook screwed me. I finished in high enough a place that if they hadn't tried to pull some fast shit, I would have been in. But IOC said, no soup for you. I also don't feel too bad, though, because she's made it 5 other times. which in and of itself is actually pretty damn impressive.
I'm actually mad that she's not going now. If she's gone the previous 5 Olympics and she's a skeleton runner, like what?
It's intense. Yeah. She's 41. So my Xavier math tells me her first one she went to was when she was like 20 something.
5 times,
maybe
4.
younger.
5 times
Well,
4.
This was her 6th though. That would have been 6 cycles ago, or 6 times 4 is 24.
Good point.
So 17.
Doing skeletons since you were 17.
That's crazy. How's she alive? What do you think her like shoulders feel like?
Giant muscular rocks. She's got to be jacked. By the way, Jesse is just throwing Olympian names in the chat, and we got to do this bit now because he's got Johannes Hochford-Clabo and the French snowboarder Chloe Scheffler.
Jesse, how the hell did you type that, man? Where did you come up with these letters?
That's a copy and paste. You don't get characters naturally on the keyboard.
Fair, yeah.
I like this idea, Mook. That's a good production note. Lou Holtz recaps the Olympics. The Lou Holtz Olympics minute. That is definitely something we have to do. Let's get back into football. Go on a sip, chug, drain, pour on the most recent coaching hires from the week, because the NFL saw 3 coaches get hired since we last were on the air. Jesse Minter going to Baltimore. You had Mike McCarthy get hired at Pittsburgh, and you have the one that got announced today, Joe Brady going to Buffalo.
Oh God, what trash!
Congrats, Buffalo. You finally get rid of McDermott. I'm like, this guy can't get us over the hump. You know who can? The guy that's
this
been
guy
plays all this time. Terrible hire, I think, especially after throwing like the whole press conference that the Bills owner had was a complete disaster. I
heard about it. Yeah.
He blamed Keon Coleman. He said that they didn't even want to draft him, but Bean went along with it because he's a team player. And then they had to clarify that. And he's like, no, I didn't mean the McDermott said it. I just meant a coach that won't be named wanted him. And then you hire a coach that won't be named. You just hire one of the assistants. What a organization. I thought I cheered for a horribly run organization. But goodness gracious, this is bad. It's bad.
Are they the new Cowboys? Is that what this is? Like the Bills are the new Cowboys screwing stuff up like this? It's so bad.
So sip, chug, drain, pour these hires. Mike McCarthy in Pittsburgh. Who did I say? Who else did I say? Mike McCarthy in Pittsburgh, Joe Brady at Buffalo, and Jesse Minter at Baltimore.
Yeah, that guy. Joe Brady in Buffalo is the poor drain for sure, without a doubt. I feel like I'm gonna have to chug McCarthy in Pittsburgh because it's like that's fair. He's gonna steer the ship for a while. You guys will still probably be about where you are, but I feel like Minter going to Baltimore is that's a good get. I think he's gonna fit in well. He's all about the defense, which is what that team needs to get back to, and he just got to find some on the offensive side of the ball to just let Lamar be Lamar.
I am taking this from the haters' point of view. So I am going to go ahead and drain pour Joe Brady in Buffalo. I'm drain pouring Jesse Minter in Baltimore because I think he's going to do well.
Oh, it's going to be good. Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen. So I'm drain pouring that pick.
Yeah.
I am chugging on Joe Brady in Buffalo because not going to do well, but also not going to hurt my team in the long run. Like if I run into Buffalo in the playoffs, I feel pretty good. And I am sipping on that sweet, sweet McCarthy in Pittsburgh because I cannot wait for the dumpster fire that is going to be the reuniting of Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh next year. Oh, the meltdown will be glorious. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And if it's not Rodgers coming back and we get to watch that soap opera, then you get to watch whatever scrub quarterback Pittsburgh has, and they finally finish under 500 for the first time since I can remember in the last 2 decades, sipping this forever. I hope Mike McCarthy stays in Pittsburgh forever.
Oh, he's going to be there 10 years. Easy. Like,
I'm so excited.
There's
Thank
no
you,
way.
Rudy. Thank you, Rudy. You sweet Irish bastard, you. Oh, I love it.
There is no way that Rodgers plays a snap for the Steelers. No way.
I don't know, man.
He'll drag it out. He'll string him along, but he's not playing for McCarthy.
Oh, I want it to happen so bad. I want it to happen just so that we get a whole offseason of them being like, they've reconnected. They're back. They're back on the same page. They respect each other. And then the first week, as soon as it goes downhill, we got them fighting on the sideline. Oh, just inject that shit into my veins.
It's going to happen in OTAs. Like, it's not even going to take to the first game. It's going to be, you know what? They're going to be lining up to do the Omaha drill, and it's going to be popping off. Now, tell me this doesn't look like this would be a blast, though, right?
This is why I'm not worried about AI. I'm not worried about AI taking over the world looking at this drill.
Why not? Like, this looks like so much fun. I mean, the fact that they got a blocking dummy in the middle of all of this, someone can get hurt. It's gonna be great.
Nobody's holding the ball. There's nobody with.
Well, you got to get it. That's they're lined up. This is pre-snap Omaha. You can see in the background there. They're playing the replay from the last one. Also, what's with the time stamping on everything? Like making sure it's very clear is on January 27th at 9:34 p.m. Like,
is that the new way? Is that the new way to know that it's AI? Is it timestamps everything for us?
Who knows?
There's a chime in here from Skotsky. He said he is sipping Minter and drain pouring the other two. Scott, respect the game, my man. You got to respect the game.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to get chugged. And somebody has to be drain poured. Sarah saying, puzzle hell update. I need a break.
Whoa.
All white pieces left.
Race card.
Thank you. I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it.
It had to happen. On the other side of it, Ice would be really happy with her progress. I don't like to get political. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That was well done. I wasn't ready for it. Bavino was like, "Whoo, that's heaven, right?" All white pieces.
How did you pull it off, Sarah? Tell us your ways. Are you looking for a job? I will say, and I'll throw this up here in a second. This does look maddening. I had to look at it a couple of times because I thought it was like her table, like she made the table, but no. The puzzle itself is a series of toilet paper rolls, like a picture of toilet paper rolls from above. But it is nearly indistinguishable here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Sarah be puzzling. You know what? Looks good. Call it a wrap. Laminate that shit. Hang it up.
That's a tough puzzle, man. Because that is just like white pieces left.
Yep.
That's brutal. What's worse, that or the puzzles where they like have an image on the box and then the pieces as you start to put them together just ends up being that black dude hanging dong. Like that's all the picture is.
If that's your situation, do you finish the puzzle?
You got to. You're in puzzle hell. You have to finish.
The only way out is through. Okay.
You got to finish the puzzle, man. I don't know what to tell you. Mook, I want to talk college football with you real quick because the big news this week, college football playoffs staying at 12 teams. They're not expanding next year. They could not come to an agreement, the Big Ten and the SEC. So we will have 12 teams next year, but there are some changes. Number one is that every Power 4 champion gets an automatic bid. So had this been in place this year, Duke would have made it in over James Madison because they would have been a Power 4 champion and they would have gotten that 12 seed. So you still have one Group of 5 champion guaranteed a spot, but Duke would have knocked out James Madison and gotten that number 12 seed as the ACC champion because they won the ACC championship. The other caveat next year is that if Notre Dame finishes in the top 12, they are also guaranteed a spot. So that means that either Oklahoma or Alabama would have been out this year. Makes for a very interesting playoff
unless they just decide that Notre Dame's 13 all of a sudden. Because that's what's happening.
They would absolutely do that, and they likely will do that. But if Notre Dame finishes in the top 12, they are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. How do you feel about these, Mook?
To clarify, Jesse, because the comments are broken again. 8-5 Duke with a fucking home game. Yeah, the playoffs aren't broken. You didn't say home game. You just said it was a spot, right?
Just the spot. They do not
just
get the
spot.
bye.
Yeah.
They don't get the bye. They get Duke would have been the 12 seed because they would have been the lowest ranked out of all.
So they wouldn't have hosted a home game either.
They would have traveled. Yes, they would have been on the road against whoever that 5 seed was this year. I can't even remember. Whoever had James Madison. Was it Oregon? Texas? No,
it was Oregon.
I think it was Oregon. It was 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would have been on the road. Notre Dame would have been on the road as well. But yeah, that would have shaken up the playoffs quite a bit if that was the case. Actually, it would have been Miami that got left out, not Oklahoma or Alabama, because Miami was 10. Notre Dame would have taken the 10 seed.
See this, I'm so confused. Why are we? Where's the? Can we do the bracket? What's the bracket thing? That'll help. Let's bring up the bracket. That'll make it clear.
Bracket ready for you, Mook. I didn't.
Well, then how you expect me to ever understand any of these things? Come on. And yeah, Jesse pointing it out in the chat that hasn't shown up yet. That 11-1 Notre Dame sitting at 13 is exactly what they want to happen to expand. So that's what. If, fast forward to next year, Marcus gets left on the outside looking in again.
But is that? Hold on. Is that what they want? Because remember, the Big Ten and the SEC control this. They could have expanded now if they wanted to. They are fighting over how much to expand.
Right. Yeah. How much?
One wants to go 16. One wants to go 24. Or I'll go 16 as long as we go 24 in 3 years. So they're going to expand. They don't need to leave Notre Dame out in order to expand. It's just a matter of them determining what to expand to. They have all the power. Big Ten and SEC can do whatever they want. Everybody has signed over power to Greg Sankey and whoever heads up the Big Ten. I don't even know who. They've got the power to do unilaterally whatever they want with the playoffs. They just could not come to an agreement for this year. That's wild. That's wild.
Would you cut it off to be in charge of the college football playoff?
No, and here's why. Eventually, I'm going to be at a party or something. I'll be out somewhere, whining and dining with these ADs and these coaches and stuff. And somebody's going to be like, man, you came out of nowhere. How did you get to be in charge of the college football playoff committee? And I'd have to be like, listen, I ain't got no dick. And I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to explain how I got to that position. So no, I would not cut it off to be able to control the playoffs.
It's interesting. That's again another interesting by you, because if you're in that position, you just look the guy. The fuck? Do you want to go to the playoffs ever again? Do you want to be put in timeout? No. Okay, good. Then stop asking me dumb questions. You have all the power. You ain't got to talk to these little people, these ADs. You put them there. They serve in that role because you chose it to happen.
So you got me just being McGregor. Who the fuck is that guy?
Right, exactly. You know what? We ain't paying for his meal. He can get out. No doggy bag.
Jesse's saying Super League. I think we're getting to that point, Mook, right? It's coming. It's on its way. And if it's not, what is accelerating it? Did you see the NCAA allows uniform patches now?
I did.
Beginning in August. Beginning in August, teams get a uniform patch. All new revenue stream that they have to share with
paper. Let's go. Print that paper.
That's pretty wild, man. That's going to
Who's
be
Notre Dame's patch? Plan B.
See, I'd like for that. I feel like they'd go too on the nose. They'd get like Guinness or something like that, since there's already stuff tied in. They are not. Notre Dame isn't fun enough to go with like a wild sponsor. They're going to go something Irish or something Catholic.
Irish Spring soap.
What if it was Lucky Charms? They just had two different leprechauns going on the on the uniforms.
I mean, that'd actually be pretty cool, because then you could have them kind of like fighting each other, or have the Notre Dame guy fighting, and they'll be like, "Oh, keep your hands off me, Lucky Charms!" Like running away on the other side of the sleeve.
Who would be Ohio State's patch? Who's the sponsor for Ohio State?
Rocket Mortgage. For sure.
I was gonna say Verizon, because they're everywhere and really annoying. Like they cover the country and they're really fucking annoying.
I think Jesse was saying this for Notre Dame, but he goes, "Shit, the Pop-Tarts patch." For the irony,
we're never gonna live this down, are we? We're never gonna live down opting out of the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
And then Gabe saying that LeBron would be Ohio State's sponsor. Jesse saying it's just LeBron's face, just like the little emoji, just like this bit. Be solid. Michigan's would be Blake Maislin with, call him when you get into trouble, because he's always here.
I was gonna say Ashley Madison. They'd get the Ashley Madison, the cheaters one.
That's a good one. What change the Buckeye helmet sticker to LeBron? That's awesome. Gabe, we need to see what that would look like, please. Thank you. What about Texas?
Oh man, Texas. Boy. What if they got Hot Wheels, just for the irony? Just
That's good. I was going to say the Manning Passing Academy, because that's the only way that what's his name stays starting with them next year. This is good. I like this. Like, what else we got? What about IU?
Oh man, IU. It'd have to be Chipotle after this whole thing with Signetti and his Chipotle order. They'd have to get a Chipotle sponsorship, right? Or conversely, if we project forward a year or two, when Fernando finally gets his feet underneath him, he'll have, his accounting firm sponsor him. So PwC, Deloitte, one of the big four, because he'll be there all decked out in Hoosiers red and white. Who you got for Oregon? Who's sponsoring Oregon?
Oh man. See, the problem with Oregon is it's like, I would say Nike, but it's like, well, they already
Nike's
did that. So actually, no, that's what it is. It'd still be Nike, because it'd be like, look, we're going to pay you to have nobody else. Like, we want this clean. We want this fresh. Like, ain't no other sponsors on here. Jesse saying the Hurricanes is a dime bag of blow. So you just want them to put Michael Irvin's face on theirs, kind of like with LeBron, right?
Did you see Irvin was talking on his podcast about people saying he was doing coke during this playoff run, and he was like,
Dude.
I'm not doing coke. Anybody that does coke knows coke doesn't last for 5 hours, and I did that for 5 hours. His defense for looking coke was like, it was 5 hours long. Coke doesn't last 5 hours.
Yeah. That's Michael. That's Jesse pointing out. Okay, so meth could probably get him to halftime at least, I'd expect.
Jesse was asking, can racism get a patch, or is that too on the nose for an SEC team?
Ooh, okay. Here, let's take it from a different angle.
Okay,
I'll tell you the place, and you tell me the school they would sponsor.
Oh, I like this. All right, you give yeah.
Buc-ee's.
It's somewhere down south. They're sponsoring Tennessee. That is absolutely a Tennessee sponsorship.
Okay, State Farm.
In that case, I got to go Indiana.
I was going to say,
you got to go Indiana, but based in Bloomington, Jake from State Farm could be out on the sidelines cheering him on.
See, it fits. Yeah, the color scheme and everything.
Change their pants to khakis.
Yeah, FanDuel.
Didn't Iowa State have a bunch of kids that got caught up in a betting scandal? If so, that's who I'm going with. There was I want to say I'm pretty sure it was Iowa State had a bunch of kids that got caught up in a betting scandal. So FanDuel go to Iowa State.
Ooh, Bar chiming in saying LSU for FanDuel.
It's a good call. Good pool.
This one now, I do think that there would be people fighting each other for this one, but Magic City.
Obviously the go-to would be Georgia because it's close, but I think it'd be funnier if they sponsored Georgia Tech because it's the same area, and also those kids are gonna end up they're making way more money coming out of Georgia Tech.
Jesse, this one's a layup, but Walmart on Arkansas's jersey.
Walmart in Arkansas, that's perfect.
Let's go with another fun one. OpenAI.
Ooh, OpenAI. I'm gonna put them. Oh man, Stanford. That feels like a Stanford sponsorship, like a bunch of nerds just figuring out how to take over the world with AI. So I'm going Stanford.
Okay. My Pillow Company.
I'm gonna go Clemson because they're soft, and Dabo kind of seems like he'd be like, "No, I'm on board with this. This seems like it's a good company. I like this guy. He's got a lot of good information. I learned a lot from him."
All right,
Tyler,
we can do a couple more here, but we don't gotta go crazy. Shit, I just had it. What was I? This is gonna bother me now. Milk.
Milk's got to be Wisconsin. They're just sponsored by Milk. It's like the old ad,
right?
Milk. It was like, what milk? Just any of it. Just buy something. Some brand. We don't care what brand you buy. Just buy milk. That's Wisconsin. Like, just it turns into cheese. So go do that for us, please. All right, thanks. We got the milk sponsorship.
Look, I'm just saying, isn't Wyoming the Cowboys? Right?
Yeah.
Their shirt says Cowboys right here. How great would it be if you had a milk patch that said Milk Cowboys?
How great would it be if the Dallas Cowboys sponsored them? So it just said Cowboys and then Cowboys. And
there you go. Cowboy. Taco Bell.
All right. So when I think Taco Bell, I think stoners, I think late night food. So what team elicits stoner to me?
Oregon?
Yeah, I think Oregon's probably the good shot there. It's either Oregon or like UCLA. Like just that's just where or Colorado, where Dion has said like you smell the weed in the stadium.
That is a fact. Yes. I was going to go UTEP. I don't know. It just felt like that they, Tex-Mex, whatever, and they're a fun team with the Miners. I just felt like there could be something good there.
Bar had it right. Arizona State. That's Taco Bell. That's definitely Taco Bell. This
is exciting. I can't wait to see where this goes, man. Do you think everyone's gonna just jump on this bandwagon immediately, or do you think it's
Yes, I think it's already in the works, and that's why it was approved because somebody was like, "Hey, I can make this money if I just sign this paper on my desk. So are we allowed to do that?" And they're like, "Yeah, I got the same paper. Like, can we just make this a rule now?" Okay, yeah, okay, good. And then they're all just signing the paper. The fact that they said that it can be done as early as August tells me that most of this is already in the works because you're not going out and shopping it around now and then getting stuff put on the uniform. This is done. All of these deals are signed, sealed, ready to go. So this was just a rubber stamp at this point.
Where does UC go?
They're gonna do something corny and like lean into Skyline. Like they're not gonna do anything. Actually, no, they're gonna get even worse. It'll be like they'll try to get like
Roto Rooter.
It's gonna be Kroger. They're gonna look at Kroger. Kroger's gonna do it. You're gonna get a Kroger patch on a UC jersey. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Kroger's going to UK. They already got Kroger Field down there in Lexington. That blue and white matches better. What does that mean? The Red Hawks? What's that leave for the Red Hawks?
Sarah said La Rosa's.
Oh.
Hey, La Rosa's. Not bad if you go pan crust light sauce.
Miller for 3. Oh, he backed it in. We're going to overtime.
I got it in. I feel good about that. I feel good about my timing there.
I thought there was gonna be more. I didn't think we were gonna stop right there, but okay, yeah.
I gotta be honest. I got lost in the uniform patch bit. I didn't even realize what time it was.
I know. I thought I was gonna get you with the UC one, and you came up pretty quick, but hey, it worked out.
All right. Well, since we're in overtime, we can finally stop talking football. Let's talk. Let's go
everything
baseball.
else.
Let's go. Yeah, the rapid fire on these baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh shit.
The assholes at MLB Show released a statement that there would be no new cover athlete this year. And everybody was like, no cover athlete? There's going to be no cover athlete on the show? And then today they announced Aaron Judge on the cover of the show.
Move this man.
It would have bummed
We are right. Like we already
wait for. Like
didn't care. Did people care about this? Do they care about the cover of the show?
You care about the cover.
Matters.
Yeah, that's fun. I like when Jazz Chisholm made it. I was like, this is cool. This is fun. I like Jazz Chisholm.
Oh.
This is back when he played for Miami. Now he plays for New
I thought
York.
it was a pause, but you said a different word.
Jesse, you are correct. It should have been the dumper. Like, give me somebody like that.
Yeah.
Somebody like the dumper on the cover.
Yeah.
Instead we get Aaron Judge again. Who cares?
No new athlete.
That's what pisses me off. The fact that they teased it to where people were like, "Oh, what are they going to do? What are they going to do?" And then it was Aaron Judge. And they only let that linger for a day. Like, it wasn't even like they let that sit for a week for people to discuss who the athlete's going to be or no athlete. What's that all about? It was a day. It was like 24 hours. And then they came out and were like, just kidding. It's Aaron Judge. Ha ha.
Yeah. And they did it at like the worst time in the news cycle, like right after NFL conference championship games. There was no better window to announce that than then. Like,
overall horrible job by EA
Right.
Sports. And does EA Sports do the show? I don't think EA Sports does the show.
no, it's 2K.
Okay. Horrible job by 2K.
Horrible job.
Bro.
Get it together, man. Your marketing intern needs to get fired.
Disappointing. Let's talk basketball.
Boom shakalaka.
Second crazy bet that has been made, an offering to the sports gods. There was an LA Clippers fan who responded to a tweet and said, if the Clippers go 15-3 at any point in the season, I will print out this tweet and eat it. And then immediately after hitting send on that tweet, the Clippers went 15-3 over their next 18 games. And this fan, if he wants to keep this going, you know what he's got to do, Mook. He doesn't have to jump off the paper. You got to eat the paper. You got to eat the paper.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he already did or agreed to do it because it's not just some random fan. I think this is like a beat reporter, or this is the guy that does like the Clippers hour every week or something. Like, so he's not like directly affiliated with the team, but like he's kind of, he knew he was going to get called on this, which is why he said, eat this tweet. So, I'm glad he had a little bit of judgment and temperance, unlike our boy Vrabel. But he's going to pay up. I feel very confident he's going to pay up.
You have to. You have to pay up. If you want your team to continue to do well or to have success in the future, you have to honor these bets. That is bet number 2. Mike Vrabel said that he would cut off his penis for a Super Bowl. And now this fan says he would print out his tweet and eat it if the Clippers went 15-3. Skotsky pointing out it's not 2K either.
Yeah,
and just to clarify,
it's SIE.
Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Oh, SIE. Oh, that makes more sense. Sony.
So there you go. Mookie, have you been following this drama about this G League player at Alabama?
Dude, this shit is nuts. This is out of control, man. Like, here's the thing. I don't really care. I'm just annoyed I have to keep hearing about it. Like this and the fucking Duke quarterback and all this other nonsense. Like, I don't give a shit.
But this is a
Just
big
let-
deal. This isn't just
Why? There's
any-
no rules against it. If they don't like it, change the fucking rules and make
There
a
are
system
rules against
otherwise.
when you declare for the draft and go, well, I guess that's the loophole. He didn't get drafted. So in the NBA, but in the NBA, if you declare for the draft and go through the draft, that's where you're out of NCAA. I feel like every sport is different, right? Football,
It was all
you
because of,
declare for the draft.
amateurism.
Football,
That's
you
the
declare
problem.
for the draft, you're out. Basketball, you declare for the draft. You go through the draft process. Even if you don't get drafted, you're out. Baseball, you declare for the draft. You don't like where you're drafted, you can come back to college. Like every sport has its own rule, right? So I guess that's where the loophole is basketball could challenge this. But there's been some shenanigans in this case, Mook. So this kid, if you don't know, this kid from Alabama, Charles Bediako, he played 2 years at Alabama, declared for the draft, went undrafted, went to the G League, has played as he was a two-way player with the Spurs. And even though he didn't get in for the Spurs at all, he played with multiple G League teams and then came back to Alabama. It went to court. The NCAA was like, we can't have this G League player coming back. He's already played. He left. He's played in several G League games. And now he's back trying to play in the NCAA. And the judge said, I'm going to issue a restraining order. We're going to let this go. And then it turns out that the judge is a big-time donor to Alabama and has written tons of checks to the program. So now the NCAA is trying to get the judge to recuse himself. He issued an additional stay for another 10 days because of the bad weather, which is hilarious that he's like, we get 10 more games, 10 more days with this guy. Like, let's roll with it. Fascinating case. I'm amazed by this. And the craziest part about this, Mook, as this kid is on Alabama's roster, you can also log in right now and vote for him to be in the G League All-Star game, NBA All-Star weekend.
That's
Voting is open.
awesome.
That
is awesome.
He could technically play for Alabama and be a G League All-Star in the same season. That's amazing.
I love it. This is perfect. This is the sports world we have created for ourselves, and we are reaping what we sow. God damn it! Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, clean it up. Clean this shit up or let it fucking go. Like, I'm sick of hearing about this because you know what it's doing is it's wasting our time with stuff that doesn't matter when we could have this. We could have Ohio State helmets that look like this. And instead, we're dealing with these goddamn lawsuits.
Some of those LeBron faces don't look like LeBron. Like, it's like... like some of them are dead on LeBron. Some of those look like Chris Webber. Like,
whoa.
You can't look. No, you can't look at those stickers and say that's all the same guy. Those are all different people on those stickers. None of those stickers are the same person.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. That's you're tiptoeing on a line here.
No, I'm pointing out. I'm literally saying every single one of those guys look different to me.
No, I zoomed in. One of them is for sure Chris Paul. And this guy over here is, what's his name from Hanging with Mr. Cooper? I'm pretty sure. Well, you know.
I think I see Kobe down at the bottom. There's a guy with
you know what?
There's a guy with the man bun back there. But
maybe that's a few years in the future, right? Where it's like, okay, well, you get a Kobe for making a sack, you get a LeBron for doing this, they differentiate.
That's amazing.
I hope this kid gets elected to the G League All-Star game, like just to drive the point home.
That'd be great. I'd love to see it. All right, we got one more stupid bet that we need to talk about, so let's talk golf.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
The guy on Twitter that saw Scottie Scheffler's round one opening in the American Express and oh shit, hold on, before we go back to we got to go back to basketball. I'm sorry, I missed the Skotsky stat of the week. We got to go back to basketball.
Boom shakalaka.
We'll redo the golf one here. Here's your Skotsky 45 stat of the week.
For this week's Scott Ski 45 Stat of the Week, Illinois' Keaton Wagler, BYU's AJ DeBansta, and Houston's Kingston Flemons all scored 40-plus points on Saturday. This marked the first time in Division I college basketball history that 3 freshmen have topped 40 points on the same day.
Wow.
Can we? I just need to hear those names again.
For this week's Scott Ski 45 Stat of the Week, Illinois' Keaton Wagler, BYU's AJ DeBansta, and Houston's Kingston Flemons all scored.
Kingston Flemons, AJ DeBansta, and someone. Those are wonderful names. And the fact that we got to hear him today from Scott Ski.
3 freshmen scored
over 40
on the same day. That's I'm actually kind of shocked that that's never happened before. Especially since the advent of the one and done, you would think there'd be more one and done that sprung that together, right?
Well, but you only get 40 minutes in college, right? So like you don't see as much scoring as you might in the NBA. Like 40 points is a lot more rare in college, I believe.
That's fair, but you would think that like with the one and dones, those guys could dominate. And maybe it's because they Abe said the Kobe sticker on the Ohio State helmet is for a forced fumble.
Oh, yep.
I think we both hit it.
Yep. It was that obvious. Well done, Gabe.
Oh,
and Sarah pointing out she thought she saw Diddy on there. That tracks.
It's also
40 points, though. It's a lot of points.
There's a lot of points.
A lot of points.
From freshmen. All right, let's get back to golf.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
So there was a guy on Twitter who saw Scottie Scheffler's first round performance in the American Express and said on Twitter, quote, Scheffler isn't winning, folks. He never does when he starts this hot. I guarantee it. All right. This was him, I guess, his first round. Then he quote tweeted himself doubling down saying, quote, if Scottie Scheffler wins this week, I will only eat Wendy's chili for a month. It's not happening, folks. 0 chance. Scottie Scheffler won. He won the tournament, won by like 4 strokes. This man now has to eat Wendy's chili only for a month.
That ain't cheap, man.
It's not cheap. And look, if that's the only thing you're allowed to eat, whenever you're hungry, you have to have Wendy's chili. 2 days, 3 days, is that what we're giving him before this man's insides fall out of his asshole? Because that's a lot of chili to consume when that's all you eat. You're not buffering it with anything, nothing. You're just.
Can you put cheese?
I'm sure you can have
crackers,
cheese and crackers. Sure,
all right, that'll help block you up a little bit.
But you can't have anything else in between. You wake up in the morning, you're hungry. You got to have Wendy's chili. It's lunchtime. Wendy's chili. You need a snack.
See, and that's what makes it worse is like he's going to have to like get this shit in bulk and reheat it. And that doesn't, I mean, okay. Would you rather do this or the 70 whatever hot dog punishment?
I'm taking the 70 hot dogs, the 71 hot dogs.
Yeah. I think
I would take that over this Wendy's chili punishment because at least the 71 hot dogs, you're done after you eat 71 hot dogs. This is an entire month. Like you eat Wendy's chili for a week, right? Because he said all month for a month. You eat Wendy's chili, nothing but Wendy's chili for a week. And you're like, wow, that was a long week of eating nothing but Wendy's chili. And you still have 3 more weeks to go. Buddy.
I mean, that's still only 28 days.
That's a problem. No, it's for a month. It's 31 days, bro. You got to go 31 days.
4 weeks, though. You said it's done for a week, and I got 3 more. You got extra. He might lose.
Mike is taking the 71 wieners. You damn right I am. I'm taking all 71 wieners right down the face before I eat a month's worth of Wendy's chili.
But he wouldn't cut off his own Notre Dame national title.
So, sip, chug, drain, pour these dumb internet bets. Mike Vrabel saying that he would cut off his dick to win a Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
This guy eating nothing but Wendy's chili for a month because he doubted Scottie Scheffler. or the fan that has to print out and eat his tweet because the Clippers went 15-3.
Oh, I'd
There's a
sip
very
that
clear
one.
sip. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that
very
one's-
clear sip.
Yeah. The chug. Well, no, it's actually really easy all around. You sip the printout, you chug the Wendy's chili, and you pour a drain getting your dick chopped off. Seriously?
It's a toss up.
This is-
It's a toss up.
Wow.
Listen, either way, you're not having a lot of sex because either your dick is gone or you can't stop your asshole from exploding long enough to have sex.
For a month and a week. Maybe.
No.
So 5 weeks.
How long are these effects gonna last?
You
Like,
think
a
this is
month?
permanent damage?
A month's worth of Wendy's chilies? It very well could be permanent damage. That could be explosive for a long time. Who knows how long that's gonna last? What damage does that do? There's no lining inside your body anymore after a month's worth of Wendy's chili. It's a toss up.
You don't think you would adjust to it at some point, though? Like, your body's going to... Can you drink, like, Pepto afterwards? Do you get to do any of that kind of stuff, or does that count as eating? Because that could be tough, too.
Technically can call the rules here because he was the one that called a shot here. I think the only rule is that he will only eat Wendy's chili for a month, according to the tweet. I'm chugging that. And then I'm drain pouring, cutting off my dick. I made it seem like it was closer than it actually was. We're all in agreement on that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mook, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. What's in your mug? Rated on Caesar scale, dog or no dog?
It was fine. Like I said at the start, it wasn't a cat, so therefore it's a dog. But man, it just didn't fit right now. The watermelon beet sour from Mascot Chili Craft Mascot. What? Mascot Chili Craft? I don't know. It was fine. It was a dog. It wasn't a cat.
It was
That's all I can give you.
It's the beet. I don't know why you put beet in there. Jesse, by the way, rightfully pointing out, you don't drink Pepto because that backs you up. You want to be backed up with Wendy's chili. But I guess Mookie's point is you're counteracting.
Calming.
Yeah, it's the counterbalance to the explosiveness of the chili, Pepto to kind of balance it out and try to. I get where you're coming from.
Or this dude just doesn't eat for a month and he loses a bunch of weight and is looking real trim and fit. Swimsuit season.
If you're the type of person that is willing to put out on the internet, I will eat Wendy's chili and only Wendy's chili for a month, you're gonna need to go more than a month. Just say you're gonna have to take some time off.
Yeah.
I was drinking Hardywood Christmas Morning, 9.2% milk stout. Absolutely delicious. This is a dog. This is like the best dog. This is the dog that gets to sleep in the bed with you because it's that good of a dog. Mook. This is a show, buddy.
Yeah. A lot of football.
I think my favorite
Not
part
like
of
Greg.
I think my favorite part of the show is that we both thought Greg was going to be on up until 5 minutes before the show started.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm a dummy. I misread the text. Greg's not going to be on.
Yeah. I'm off the hook. I ain't get no text, so it's all good. Hey,
No, bro. We made it 3 weeks with no Greg. He'll be back next week, though. We carried it. Shoulders are a little heavy. I hope Greg's ready to do some work next week. I ain't saying shit.
he's gonna have to bring the cool back because man, we dorky.
Very corny. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. All of you in the comment section. It's so good to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. If you are, tell a friend and have them subscribe. Then tell them to tune in so they can watch the show and chat with you in the comment section. And then it's a good time. And everybody's having fun and hanging out, and we all enjoy ourselves. Go do that. Help us out. Be sure to follow the show at Crafty Sports. We're on all the socials. You can join the Facebook group if you want, but I would say join the Discord instead. The link is down below. Mookie's bots will vet you and determine if you are allowed in, and then you can chat in between the show. The comment section. It's a big group hang with everybody that you see in the comments. Mookie's in there. Greg's there. I'm there. It's a fun time. So go join the Discord and hang out with us in between the show. We will see you all next week. Greg is back next week. Cheers, everybody.
You'll never walk alone. Hook 'em.
the silly sports stories